everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Wealth. Thank you for being here. And if you are new here, this channel is all about budgeting, personal finance, wealth building, but in a cozy way. And if any of that sounds appealing to you, please subscribe, like this video, and ring the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. If you are new here and you've seen some of my other videos, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing cash stuffing / condensing. Very little cash stuffing and more cash condensing. But I wanted to, before we started out, I had to share this thing, as I'm sure you saw by the thumbnail, from the office. I thought this was the cutest little thing. I got it on Amazon Prime Days, if you can see that. But it's a Polly Pocket. So once you open it, it just has a world within it. And I just thought this was the cutest thing ever. But as you open it, it has, the little vending machine break area, their meeting area, the entryway. I think that's Michael's office right there. And then, of course, you have all of the little characters. There's Michael. And then there's a mini mug, of course. I love the inception of it. Oh, there it goes. But it has a majority of the characters. I don't know if you guys remember that episode. If you don't know how Polly Pocket works, there's these little tiny figures, and you can put them. Some of them have little holes there, and you put them in there, and you can set them up how you want it to. I haven't seen Polly Pocket since I was a kid, so that automatically piqued my interest. But then I saw that it was The Office, and I just freaked out. I've always wanted an actual mug like this. Oh, by the way, the sign changes too, Dunder Mifflin. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a bat, which episode that's from, and a cat, if you know what that episode is from. Hilarious. But I've always wanted a mug like this, but because it's so simple, what it says, I just never really sprung the money for it because it's like usually $30 or something. But when I saw this on sale for Amazon Prime, I think it was like 50% off. I think this was originally $50 for this little set. I got it for half of that. And if you're interested in having one of these two, I will link where you can get this from Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our cash stuffing. And as always, we need our cash. This is my little canvas bank bag. And if you watched my other video from the last time, you'll know that I was only $5 away from maxing out the $500 denomination challenge. I found $5. If I found it, I meant I just deducted $5 from my personal spending in order to go ahead and max that out. This right here, I just want to explain it. If you haven't done a cash condensing before, you kind of understand this. This is money that I have actually set aside in my savings account. That way I can do denomination exchanges once I hit a pretty solid point in my binders, or in the envelopes rather. And then I go ahead and just switch out the bills, and then that money that I'm switching out goes directly back in there. It's not really, this isn't changing any of the amounts. It's just making it so that I can go ahead and fit everything in the envelopes a little bit better. By the way, all of this may not actually be what's in there. I just wanted to make sure I had enough in order to do the exchanges. Okay, and this is my binder here. And I don't know if I've ever shared this right here, give it a big close-up, but this is the Wise Store Up, and it's from Proverbs 21:20. I made this little card. It's kind of funny because it's not exactly the right size, but I'm still using it because I don't want to waste it. But eventually I will upgrade this, I promise. Every time I read that, I just remember if I ever get tired of working towards my goals of savings, because at some points it means a trade-off, basically. If I'm saving the money, I'm not able to use it for other things. But every time I look at this, I'm reminded that it's a wise decision to save. My calculator, as always, can actually see a little bit better here. Okay, see? there you see it, the $5 one there, which is very exciting. And as always, I'm going to be using my tweezers from stickers from the last time. I'm just working through these old ones. And I am going to change the color, even though we're going to go ahead and swap it. I am going to just change the color so it keeps consistent with the fact that I made a deposit different day. But there we go. $500 saved up. Woohoo! This is really awesome. And I can't wait to save all of these cards, these trackers, and be able to look back and see the different dates too of when I accomplished them. Here's the 5. And I'm going to go ahead and take this out. As you can see, it's a very large stack of money in for that tiny envelope. We are going to actually condensing per se, meaning going back into the envelope since this is completed. If you don't know, I designed these challenges, and basically what you do is once you've completed one, you have the option, of course, to do whatever you want. But for me, I'm going to roll this into my next challenge, which is $1,000. And this may complete what I already have there, but we'll see. And the same thing moving on to the next one and the next one. I do kind of spread out my challenges, our denominations. I spread out my denominations. That way it is kind of like a rollover kind of effect. And it's not feeling, it's not feeling mundane if you're just starting from 0, for instance. But let's go ahead and just back count this and make sure it is actually $500. $500. Yay. Okay, this right here, I'm going to go ahead and move over here. And I'm going to take out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Bring that calculator over here. Just for visual purposes. It would be 50. And we'll mark it off as we go. I'm going to set this money aside here. 500. And then as I rally it up on my binder, I'll go ahead and add the money to this pile. Everything keeps flush. Yay, another one that is totally completed. Oh my goodness, that feels really good. That means that as of right now, I have $1,000. Now, that means that's not exactly accurate, but according to the tracker that I rolled this over, $1,000 so far saved and completed. Now, we are going to be adding the rest of this into here and then condense from there. Remember, we have 300 left here, but we had 20 that was taken away from it. Technically, we have 280 that we're going to add. And we're back to the stickers. I think I'm going to switch it up, though, and use these ones. I'll start with the green. We went ahead and added our money. Let's go ahead and condense now. We're going to actually add our 280 into here. We'll have our money here. This is 1240, which matches what I have on the card. But now I need to go ahead and I need to add the remainder left over here that I have saved from the previous time, which is $1,000. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 900, 1,000. Let me just go ahead and add the 1,000 to the tracker here, which, by the way, this is $20 denomination one. I would have to fill 50 of these bubbles. Pretty sure we're going to complete this one too. And for that, I'm going to switch back over to this one, and I'll do purple. Sunshine on my head. And right now I'm just using this right here as a tracker. And this is going to be another tracker filled. What I'm going to do, I still have 12 bubbles remaining. I'm going to multiply that by 20, which is 240, which is what I'm going to need to add onto here. All of this will be going into here. We're going to add it to the tracker here and then condense. I'll fill in 5 of these bubbles here. We'll switch back to this one. I'm going to add 5 bubbles to here. Make sure everything is accounted for in here. Remember, we're filling one thing up and then moving to the next. We're going to add 1,000 to this. Let's go ahead and add $2,000. That's what I should have here. I'm just going to go ahead and start swapping some bills out because counting all this is going to be a little nuts in a row. So, let's see. So that's 2,000 and 250. And here we go. We're just going to swap out what we already had in there previously. So, like so. And now I just need to add 20. $20 bubbles, 2,000 divided by 50, and I'm going to have 40 bubbles. And as always, I'm going to switch colors here. Okay, and that is adding 40. Now that we have cleared out everything for our $5,000 challenge, or up to our $5,000 challenge, I'm just going to take these out for the next challenges. It's really nice to see that I'm very, very close towards that goal. And it just shows you the type of momentum that you get when you start saving, especially if you can set up challenges for yourself. You can see it's a lot flatter now, just with the cash condensing and then also taking those other envelopes out that we weren't using anyway. Like I told you earlier, this money is going directly back into the thing, but just so you can see how much we condensed. That's it. A whole lot of paper. Incredible how this stack of paper condenses to that. I hope that you enjoyed this cash stuffing video. I hope that it gives you some momentum and some encouragement to keep going, that if you're able to just put money aside and be very intentional about it, that you'll be able to save in no time, and that it actually becomes really fun. And pretty soon you'll be able to save up money. Again, I will ask that if you haven't liked or subscribed to this video, that you go ahead and do that now. Ring the notification bell so that you know when the next videos come out. and let me know what is your favorite way to save, and drop some brands down in the comments so we can all share our stuff. And stay tuned, because very soon I will be upgrading my cash stuffing setup. And don't forget to drop your email to join the waiting list for my shop. I will be setting up and selling my designs, and I will be producing some really cool stuff. Stay tuned for that. And anyway, have a cozy day.